Yee, and Jasmine from the Jasmine brand is here.
I'm not just any brand.
I'm my own brand.
And Mano. New Mano.
I'm back, baby.
Wow.
The gang is back, Angela.
Yes, we're all here on a Monday. What a great way to start the week.
Yeah.
And what an eventful weekend I know we all had.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I went to go see Drake and 21 Savage
Saw it.
at the Barclays on Friday.
Nice.
It was their last Brooklyn show.
Okay.
I also, and I was telling you guys, I do this Run with Yee. We reignited that last month.
It's back, baby.
It's back. And Chelsea Piers and Adidas are doing it with me once a month, right? So you can run on your own aside from that. But the next one is going to be on Angela Yee Day, which is August 27th. So I know it's ambitious.
So where does the run start and where does it end?
Yes.
It starts at Chelsea Piers in Manhattan. I mean, in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And it's the downtown one. And then we run to my coffee shop. Coffee uplifts people, and then back.
And then back?
Yeah, and then back. So you get to go to the coffee shop, get a little break, have some coffee.
Right.
So
And then
it's
run
really,
back.
yeah, it's really only about 3.5 miles altogether.
It's not that bad. I
it's a
can do
break-
that.
Yeah.
Mano, can you run? Do you run?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I feel like maybe that day I'll just ride a scooter.
No, you won't. You're gonna run right with me.
Can I ride a bike while you guys run, Angela?
It's run.
Can I ride
with
a
you
motorcycle?
guys.
while y'all-
Run. You can walk.
Walk with you?
Yeah, you can walk.
Walk
You can
with
do a
me.
light jog. You can.
Nah, I can run.
Okay.
Okay, good. So so that's gonna be the next one. All right.
Do you think I could, if I trained for that, do you think I could? Do you think
Yeah.
You got to train?
Yes, because I do not run. I don't have the
And there's nothing
mental
wrong with that.
discipline.
There's nothing
You
wrong
know,
with that.
mental discipline.
The more you
You
do
can
it,
walk,
the
right?
easier it'll get for you. You know, we do have a hood celebrity, the real Tina, because she's now Tina, not hood
right.
celebrity
Oh, she's not
anymore.
hood celebrity anymore?
Yeah, Tina
Okay.
is
The real Tina.
evolved into Tina.
Okay.
The real.
So she'll be joining us this morning. And of course, we want to shine a light on them. That's how we always start the show. 800-292-5150. Who do you want to shine a light on? Call us up right now. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
I'ma shine. Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
What up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee on a Monday. I'm here with Jasmine
Good morning.
I'm not just any brand.
I'm my own brand.
and Mano. New Mano. And you know, we always start the show with shining a light on them. I want to shine a light on somebody who we all know in this room.
Okay.
She is Philly's own Gigi McGuire.
Yay.
Now, over the weekend, she posted, "I still feel like I'm dreaming. We're extremely grateful and appreciative for all of the love and support and well wishes we've received from so many of y'all. Happiness is the real rich and peace of mind is the real bag." And yes, this is a real tattoo. Apparently, a Mr. and Mrs. Tattoo.
Whoa.
Looks like somebody is having a wedding and getting married.
Yay.
Oh, really?
Gigi. Gigi's off the market.
So what's the tattoo?
It's a Mr. and Mrs. and we can see her while she's getting it, but we're not seeing the full
So you can see right here.
name.
Her IG is, of course, Gigi McGuire, and you can see here. You can see the tattoo.
But when I tell you, Gigi's been having a good time right now. She's narrating the Magic City documentary, so that's a big deal. And she is going to be doing some more things in the media space, so I'm excited for her. So shout out to you, Gigi McGuire.
She deserves all the happiness.
Now, 800-292-5150 is the number. Who do you want to shine a light on? What's up, Kizzy? Who you want to shine on?
Hey, I want to shine on myself.
Okay.
So I just opened up a cafeteria in Irvington, New Jersey. I'm working on the cafeteria in Woodbridge, and I actually serve children for the first Black Montessori school at East Orange.
That's beautiful.
That's dope. I used to be in Irvington a lot. My parents live in South Orange.
Oh, yes. See, I used to live over there. I live off of South Orange, Lower Vailsburg.
Okay. All right. That's dope. Well, congratulations, Kizzy. How can people find you?
Kizzy's Kitchen on Instagram. And one more thing, Angela. I've been hitting you up on every single one of your businesses. I know you're a busy woman, but I need to come up there and feed y'all.
Oh, well.
You want to feed us?
Mano said,
Yes.
say no more.
Yes, we need food.
Follow me on Instagram, Kizzy's Kitchen. KIZZYZ.
Oh, don't play with us, Kizzy.
ZZY.
I'm dead serious. Look, I'm going to feed y'all.
All right, good. Let's go take a look at this. All right. Thank you, Kizzy.
You're welcome.
Hey, Doe. What's good?
Hey, what's good? What's going on with you? Good morning.
Good morning. Who do you want to shine a light on?
I want to shine a light on my wife.
Oh.
We celebrate our 7-year anniversary on this Sunday.
Nice.
So we have 4 kids together, 4 sons, a set of twins, and 2 singles, the oldest and the youngest.
Wow.
So I just want her to know that she's like my everything. She was with me when I was low. She's with me when I get high, and I don't mean I'm smoking.
We know what you meant.
That's dope, man.
Yeah, she's definitely my one, you know. And I also want to shine a light, if it's okay, on my food truck that I'm going to have out there in Paterson, New Jersey. I'm selling soul rolls. Fried chicken, mac and cheese, and collard greens with a yam dipping sauce.
You said a soul roll, like it's all rolled up in this.
It's all rolled into one. Yep.
So you got yams. What else?
I have fried chicken, mac and cheese, collard greens.
That's all rolled up into one thing.
It's all rolled up into a roll, and you got dipping sauce, is yam sauce that you're dipping in.
Mano wants to try this. Look at him. He's
Hey,
hold on.
Mano.
Yo.
Hey, Mano, pull up, brother.
Hold on, let me see. Let me look up this. So, what's your page? We want to go see a picture.
Yeah.
The name of my page is More Please 973.
More Please 973. All right, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate
hungry.
you guys.
All right, bro.
Come on, pull up, Angela Yee. Come on.
Drive that truck over here. I see. Okay, I see it. All right, thank you. We went from shining a light on his wife to being hungry. Yes, that was shine a light on him. And let's shine a light on somebody when we come back in. Yeetie, Jamie Foxx. He addressed his hospitalization for the first time. We'll tell you what he had to say. I don't know why people have these conspiracy theories, but we'll talk about it. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
They say it's truth in the rumors. From industry shade to all the gossip. Talk to me. Angela's spilling that Yee tea. Talk to him.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine is here.
What's up, Angela?
Mano is here.
I am.
And we are talking about your Yee tea. So Barbie, that movie has opened to a record-setting $155 million. It's the fourth biggest box office weekend in history. Also, a lot of people went to go see Oppenheimer. That made $80 million over the weekend. So people was outside.
I want to see Oppenheimer.
Me too.
And Angela, you and I saw Barbie.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
And it was a beautiful, amazing movie. Just the representation of what it was, if you got all the metaphors and messages from it as well.
Yeah, shot very well.
It also just looked nice.
Yeah, shot very well.
It's a $145 million budgeted movie, by the way. And they said there was a shortage of the color pink because of this movie. And everywhere I went, it was like Barbie everywhere. At stores, people had special Barbie lines, Barbie takeovers.
They're doing Barbie takeovers at the strip club as well.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Mano,
They're doing Barbie themed.
Thank you for always reporting from the scene.
Yeah. Strip club.
He's in these streets for us.
Yeah.
You know, they had a huge marketing budget, too.
Yeah, clearly.
Huge marketing
Absolutely.
budget. Yeah.
They had a Barbie restaurant in Chicago. It was amazing. So they did a great job with the marketing, and there's a whole article about the marketing plan behind the Barbie movie. So you can check that out too. All right?
Okay.
But yeah, so congratulations to them. They put a lot into it. We talked about it a lot up here and went to go see it.
Yep.
All right, now Jamie Foxx has shared a message with his fans about his recent health scare and about being hospitalized and why at first he didn't address things. Here's what he had to say.
First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody that's prayed, man, and sent me messages. I cannot even begin to tell you how far it took me and how it brought me back. And I know a lot of people were waiting, or wanting to hear updates. But to be honest with you, I just didn't want you to see me like that, man. With tubes running out of me and trying to figure out if I was going to make it through. My sister, Deidre Dixon, my daughter, Corinne Marie, saved my life. So to them, to God, to a lot of great medical people, I'm able to leave you this.
He also did discuss how his family members were not revealing things to the public, which was not an easy thing. Everybody wanted updates. Everybody was trying to be the person. All right, here's what he said about that.
I cannot tell you how great it feels to have your family kick in such a way. And y'all know they kept it airtight. They didn't let nothing out. They protected me. And that's what I hope that everyone could have in moments like these. Some people said I was blind, but as you can see, eyes are working just fine. They said I was paralyzed. I'm not paralyzed, but I did go through, I went to hell and back. And my road to recovery had some potholes as well. But I'm coming back. I'm able to work. And then, some people was talking about I'm cloned. Well, check this out. Just kidding you. Not cloned, man, but I'm here on earth because of some great people. I'm here on earth because of God, man.
I love he still has a sense of humor.
I know.
That's
that
funny.
doesn't go anywhere.
That's funny because I've been seeing people talking about what Jamie Foxx is this, and they're showing two different pictures. The picture where he kind of looked a little
sick,
right,
Yeah,
and then they're showing another picture. But the thing is, what's funny about it is the fact that the new movie,
they cloned Tyrone.
They cloned Tyrone.
The irony.
The irony. All right, now Real Bustin' Richie. There's some issues, and that's because he recently filmed a music video at Florida A&M, and now they're suspending the football program.
Oh.
It's an unauthorized music video that was shot on the campus. The university left a message on his Instagram post promoting his video, and they condemned the release of that video. There's a lot of issues, though, and I don't think that students know this. I'm sure Real Bustin' Richie didn't know this either, but apparently, even though the coach said, I'm a proud proponent of free speech and support all forms of musical expression, they also have a responsibility to protect the university's image. And also, I think when you have the logos and the clothes, you can't just put that. You know how they always blur out logos and stuff?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's also an issue. And the fact that it was unauthorized. And they would have never authorized that, by the way.
But how did he get to do it?
I guess, they let him in and
Somebody did.
Yeah, somebody did. And the team's football players are in the video too. It was shot in the football locker room.
Yeah, somebody.
I want to see it. It sounds lit.
Yeah, it does. I don't know how long. You might have to hurry up and go and see it. But he said the video does not represent our core values nor our commitment to excellence with caring in all aspects of the university.
Okay.
So go and listen to those lyrics and watch the video while you can. All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. We all had a lot going on over the weekend. I told you guys I went to go see the Drake 21 Savage concert. It's all a blur. I went to the Last Night in Brooklyn. Okay. We'll all discuss what we did about last night. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Last night. So, about last night. Last night. Here's how it went down.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine is here.
Yes. I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
Mano is here.
New Mano.
What did y'all do this weekend about last night?
I spent some time with my daughter. I took her swimming.
Okay.
Took her to the park. She played with bubbles. I went to dinner. I had just a mommy weekend.
Aw.
Yeah, mommy
I love
weekend.
that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yes.
And I love that for Baby Rain.
Yes, Baby Rain.
And
Nice.
what I like is Jasmine sends me videos of her daughter doing different things. It's really cute.
Yes, I send my friends lots of videos and pictures.
It's cute. I enjoy it every time. I'm like, look at Little Rain. All right, now what about you, Mano?
You're a real good mother.
Thank you, Mano.
Still breastfeeding?
No, I'm not.
I went to Connecticut.
Okay.
Do a birthday party.
I went to college in Connecticut.
Fun.
Shout out to the Waterbury. Shout out to the
Whose birthday was
party.
it?
Her name was what was her name? Man,
I'm sorry. Okay.
I forgot her name. They wanted me to introduce her. I introduced her. She walked in. She came in with this dance. It was just so crazy. Like, she was like the baddest thing on this earth, right?
I know that's right.
Were they screaming out, "New Mano"?
You know what? A couple people did say that.
Okay.
Did she rip herself out the plastic?
She should have. The way she stepped in there.
At the plastic.
I've been necking
That would have been funny. But what was so funny it was that I felt like I was getting like rubbed on a lot.
Oh.
By like
a genie in a bottle?
Yeah.
I'm a genie in a bottle,
couple
baby.
overzealous ladies.
They were a little touchy.
Yeah.
A little touchy feely.
They were like, take it off.
Yeah, New Mano.
But I feel like you enjoyed it.
No.
No, you didn't? Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's good.
No means no, ladies.
Right. It was a good sport, though.
That's not a good thing to do. No one should be touching people.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I was at the Drake and 21 Savage concert in Brooklyn at the Barclays. It was the final night for the concert.
Ooh, how was that? Was that your first time seeing?
Open.
Was that your first time seeing Drake?
No, I saw him when he was on tour with Future before. Also, I think I went to the Garden for that one, but it was good. I mean, the set design, the young Drake came out, really looks just like him. That actor, like, definitely looks just like him.
Wasn't an actor, or they said that was a
that was an actor.
Clone.
It's a real person.
All right, cool.
That gets on the
dope.
stage. Yeah. And people were definitely throwing underwear and bras on stage early.
Oh,
okay.
He enjoys that.
He loves that. And then so that was my night. Drake has so many hits. I feel like there's a lot of songs that you won't see him do because he has just too many.
He has a lot of hits.
Unstoppable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was one of them.
Unstoppable.
I got to be unstoppable because he sampled my girl Santi Gold in that song.
Oh yeah, your BFF.
See?
Mm-hmm.
That's dope.
All right. Also over the weekend, I told you I have this running club, Run with Yee, and we just relaunched it. I had it before the pandemic, and then we kind of took a little break.
Okay.
And now we have relaunched the running club. So now I'm trying to get back to running again because I enjoy it.
Yeah.
One day, and y'all may not know this, but one of my goals is to one day run the marathon.
Nice.
So it's
I
not
like
going to
that
happen
for
this
you.
November, but maybe next year.
You can do it.
Maybe I need to do the half marathon first.
No, you can do it.
Have you ever ran a marathon?
Say what?
Okay. So that's a goal maybe for 2024.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I think I could start now, but I don't think it's going to happen. But, so my running club is back in effect. I do it with Chelsea Pierce. Chelsea Pierce also exclusively sells my coffee brand. Coffee uplifts people. Cup. We have a cafe in there.
Okay.
And so we start at the Chelsea Pierce Brooklyn location. We run to the coffee shop and then back. And then we have like free food and tea and coffee for everybody.
Do you have any suggestions for non-runners like myself, like how to get, in there?
Start. That's it. Like, honestly.
Walk first.
I
walk before you run.
Now,
Right.
I definitely could get my walk on.
Yeah. I think the
Walk
main
fast.
thing about running is I know people who have never run before, and once they start, that's all it is you start. You do a little walk, a little jog. Every time you just up it a little bit.
So you never ran in your life?
Yeah, I have. I just do not enjoy it. The mental part for me is
what's the
hard.
mental thing?
I just feel
and
like,
maybe
okay,
try to go outside, because a lot of times you run indoors.
Yeah. Are
you
And running
afraid?
outside is different.
No, I'm not afraid. I'm just not. I don't have the discipline to continue. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, when is this over? I keep thinking that.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, put together a great playlist.
That's what I need to do.
Let her
That's
ride a
another
scooter.
thing. You know what else really helps me? Like new running clothes. Get
Well, you like to shop, so.
Yeah, get like a new running outfit. Once you start doing new sneakers, make sure you have the right sneakers.
I do need to get some running sneakers.
Yeah, and take care of yourself and put together a great playlist. That's what I need. And then you're so distracted. Or do some work. Sometimes I listen to podcasts. I get ready for work while I'm doing it.
Yes.
Or if you have a treadmill and you can have the TV in front while you're working out, all those things really help.
Okay, thank you.
Okay,
We're gonna help you.
we're going to help.
Okay.
Run. All right. When we come back, tell us a secret. We're going to help you here. Okay. You get to call us up anonymously. We're not going to judge you. Mano, 800-292. Don't look at me like that. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. Tell us a secret. We're not going to judge you. 800-292-5150. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Free Zone. Tell us a secret.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine is here.
Yes.
I'm not just
any brand. I'm my own brand.
Mano is here.
You may know.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
And we are doing Tell Us a Secret. This is Mano's main reason for being here. If you notice,
So you say I only come.
Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, yes.
That's how you feel?
Yes.
For this and mainovation.
And yes, we do have a Monday mainovation.
Innovation.
But of course, you guys, we are going to let you remain anonymous. That's part of Tell Us a Secret. And we are not going to judge you. That's also part of it. I had to tell Mano, you're like a priest in a confessional.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. That's what you're supposed to be.
Listen.
It's supposed to be a safe space, Mano.
That's the
It
whole
is safe,
point
but
of
the
it.
people want the truth. People want the real.
Who
They
are
don't want it.
Who are the people?
The people that's
But
listening.
that sounds like a different segment then.
Yes.
No, it's still the same
No, it's
segment.
not.
Because they like the fact that y'all not judgy, but they like the fact that I'm
All
a
right,
little.
well, let's see about that. Let's talk to some people. 800-292-5150 is a number. Anonymous caller, how are you?
Hey, I'm all right. How about yourself?
I'm good, thank you. Now, Mano's here to see if you're a legend. Jasmine is here. What is your secret?
Well, it's a good secret. This weekend, I flew out to Detroit with my girl. I've been with almost 3 years. And while she wasn't around, I asked her dad for his blessing to marry her.
Oh, wow.
Oh, my gosh, you getting married. So what did her dad say?
Oh, he was stoked. He got to crying. It made me cry. I'm not soft, but
Oh.
That is so sweet. When are you going to propose?
Well, I mean, my birthday next year.
Okay.
Your birthday? You want to propose on your birthday?
Yeah, I want to do it for my birthday. So it's a big thing because I'm taking her to see my family for the first time in person on my birthday. So I'm going to do it in front of my whole family.
How long y'all been together?
Well, it'll be 3 years in April.
Okay.
Nice.
Beautiful.
When you know, you know. You hear that, Mano?
That makes
How did
sense.
you know she was the one?
Well, I was in a place in my life, and I was actually going through a divorce, and she's been down for me since day one. I mean, I wouldn't be able to get back on my feet without having this remarkable person by my side, and I love her to death. I'm in love with her.
Dope.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Okay,
That's the type of love I need.
Well, congratulations. It must be hard to hold out and wait a whole year to propose, though.
No, you
Because
think
I'd be
you're
like
gonna
ready to do
last
it.
that long? You think you'll be able to wait?
Yeah, I mean, because I want to make sure the money's right. I want to make sure everything is
That's
right.
right.
I mean, I'm not rushing,
Okay.
but I know this is the woman I want to be with for the rest of my life.
Beautiful.
And that's good because you also set a goal for yourself, right? You know what date you're going to do
Right.
it. So financially, you're like, okay, I got a plan
you
for
got something
that.
to work towards.
Yep.
All
Yep.
right. Well, thank you and congratulations, anonymous caller.
All right, thank you.
See, that's a good secret, man. No,
Like
everything
that.
don't got to be
Right, that's nice.
spicy.
I'm for that. That's the type of love I want. I want to I want the type of love that I know in 20 days. I want that love.
Okay, Maino.
Oh my
20 days
gosh.
love.
All right. Maino.
All right.
Hey, what's up, anonymous caller? How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for being here, Angela. I love your show.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, we're not going to judge you today with whatever secret you have, even though Maino's here and so is Jasmine. So can you tell us your secret?
I'm proud of all of y'all. My secret is I'm having sex with my cousin.
That's weird.
Oh my gosh.
Maino.
That's weird.
Maino,
No,
that's-
Is it
that's
your first
absolutely
cousin,
weird.
second cousin, third cousin?
Third cousin.
Third. Okay.
I
Still
didn't know
weird.
she was related when we started.
Maino.
Maino, let him
No,
tell.
just-
Maino, just okay.
Yelling at-
Okay, but
Okay,
that's-
he didn't know. So tell us how you guys met.
My wife died in 2017, and she reached out to me on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But she was married to someone that had the same name as me. So I was, interested who she was.
Mm-hmm.
But then when I found out who she was, she started giving me.
Oh my
What?
gosh. Wait a second.
How did she just go
Yeah.
from giving you information to giving you
over Facebook?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it's my body. I'm built good. I don't know.
You sound like it.
So this is your third cousin. Are you currently having sex with her?
Yeah, but it's bothering me, so I want to stop. But she won't let me.
Wait, is she your cousin by marriage? Because you said she's married to somebody and you guys...
She's my grandmother's niece.
I
That's
thought it's
a
kind of
cousin.
close. Yeah, I feel like
My,
it's kind of close.
my great uncle's daughter.
Man, that's a cousin.
Yeah. Well, he
Right.
said third cousin, but
I don't,
yeah.
That's a cousin.
Yeah,
man.
I
I'm
don't
with you.
even understand that
Yeah.
branch of how it's related. So apparently she did that. You let her. So now what's going on? Are you in love? What's happening?
I think she's in love with me. I want to move on because I have somebody that I love.
Okay, well, you can move on,
Yeah,
sir.
you can.
Nobody's
No, he said
trapping you.
he can't. He said he can't. You just got to keep going.
Yeah.
Have you talked to her about wanting to stop?
Well, anytime I talk to her about wanting to stop, my household is a wreck.
She lives
Live
with
with
you.
Yeah, she came from Arkansas and broke her neck,
dude
and I
is-
had to put her on my leash.
Dude is
Okay.
wild.
All right.
Hey, so that's still considered incest, right?
I think so.
That's still incest,
But
right?
we're
It's
not
real
we're just letting
taboo.
him.
I'm just asking.
It is definitely a tab. That's why it's a secret.
Yeah,
It's a secret. But it's not a secret now,
Yeah.
right?
It is.
Oh, it's still a secret.
So
It's still a secret.
But he's in love with someone
okay,
else,
so
though.
she lives with you, and you guys are in a sexual relationship, but you like somebody else.
I'm in love with somebody else.
You're not that in love, sir, if you're still having sex with your cousin.
This is weird.
He said he can't stop.
Listen, I wake up and she's doing whatever. And when you in the flow, I mean, it's real hard to stop.
In the flow.
is-
Oh, in the flow.
Yeah,
Oh, like
in the flow of things.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Thank you for sharing with us.
Good luck.
Remember, though, your body, your choice, okay?
Exactly. And I'm very proud of y'all.
Thank
And
you.
keep it up.
Okay, thank
Still
you.
weird.
I want to say I'm proud of you, too.
No.
But I
good,
can't.
good luck. Good luck.
But I couldn't do it. All right, well, that was Tell Us a Secret. We had a positive one and then
A different one.
other ones, all right? 800-292-5150, just in case you couldn't get through. We always are here to take your messages, and when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And since I did go to that Drake concert, let's talk about Drake. Drake and Central C's freestyle on the radar. Also, Drake and Elliott Wilson. What happened? It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that yee tea. Come and get the tea.
What up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine is here.
Yes, I'm here.
Mano is here.
Yep.
We're eating these Cheez-Its puffed, puffy and airy.
No, this is not the puff.
These are not the puffs. So
It
just
does
says,
say it.
But look at the front of the box. Yeah.
Nah,
Oh, these are whole grain.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, these
all-
are healthier Cheez-Its.
Yeah,
Okay.
The right ones.
We have all kind of Cheez-Its. When did they start branching out like this?
We need to try the puff ones, though, for real.
No.
No? Okay.
All right, well, let's get into this Yee tea. Now, Drake, has been on this tour. I actually went to the show on Friday, and then I think he's at the Garden this week, right?
Okay.
So this was a huge deal for On the Radar. They have a Drake and Central C freestyle. Here's a piece of that.
You wanna know the real me, girl, so you wanna see deep inside. If Chose has on a Chanel side bag, you don't wanna see him reach inside. Cause we know some demon guys with jealous and evil eyes. You know that's how Jesus died, you know that's how Julius Caesar died. I bet they were decent guys, I swear they remind me of me sometimes. I'm trying to be under your breast like peas and rice. You never get treated nice. Fool you once, that's fine, but you look dumb if you let them repeat it twice. 200 mil on the table, I hope I'm able to get this agreement signed. Told you I needed time, but really the truth is I don't believe in time.
Okay.
All right, shout out to Gabe P. He's up here too, also for that On the Radar freestyle.
I like that.
Where he actually has been getting some great freestyles for that platform.
Central C was up there too. I like that
Central
guy.
C. He's from the UK, right?
Yeah.
That's dope.
All right, and if people are mad at Drake for certain things right now, Elliot Wilson also called Drake out for only doing interviews outside of, quote, our culture.
Okay.
All right, so he had said, moment of clarity, no disrespect to Little Boat. Yachty's convo with the boy was comfy and had some cool moments. I was more so clowning the comedy shenanigans with outsiders to our culture. It would be great to hear Drake speak to us again, even if it ain't me. And Drake did do a really big sit-down interview with Elliot and B-Dot.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember
that. Was like 4 years ago. It has over 18 million views, by the way. So that was big. But Elliot,
that long ago?
Yeah.
It was a while ago.
It was a while ago. So now Drake, as you know, because Drake is petty, he went back at Elliot Wilson. Academics had put up a clip on Instagram of Elliot interviewing Trippie Redd at Rolling Loud Miami. And then Drake said, LOL, man, ish on not coming to his platform for a second time. And now Elliot 10 toes doing Yes Jules run-up interviews at Rolling Loud. Just admit the youth took over, big dog.
Yes Jules is called a stray.
Right.
Sheesh. Yes, Jules run-up interviews.
I did watch Drake's recent interview with that chick Bobby. It was funny.
Yeah.
You can't pronounce her last name?
That's why I just pointed to it.
Yeah, you didn't even
How do you
try.
say it?
I think it's Althoff. I don't know.
She's very sarcastic.
Althoff.
Okay,
no one can say it properly, probably. Okay.
All right. So, I mean, I guess she's a huge TikTok star, has a huge following there, and it was a different type of interview.
Right.
And people got some moments from it, and it had some funny moments.
Yeah, I think Elliot.
It was random.
I think Elliot feels away when certain people don't come to his platform.
But he did also. Here's the thing: you also did have a huge interview with him, a huge sit down.
He won another one.
Big numbers.
He wants another one.
How many you think you gonna get?
I don't know. I guess you just get one.
One and done, man. Go ahead.
Elliot did say even if it's not with him.
Yes.
He wants to see it done.
And you can't blame Elliot for another Drake interview.
Right. Yeah, like, oh, now you're not coming to me. But he said not even just him.
Yeah.
So, all right, now Monica has issued an apology, which I don't think she needed to do. But she was in Detroit at a concert, and she jumped into the crowd to confront a man who she says hit a woman during her concert there. Here's some of the audio of what was going on while she was on stage and she saw this happen.
I know. Don't do me out like that. Listen, y'all don't get up out of here. You play like that. You ain't no lady like you got mind.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
She said, you don't hit an effing lady like that.
That's
and
right.
she actually got off the stage, went into the crowd, and walked up to the person and addressed him again. And then Monica left a comment on the Shade Room. I apologize there, and I'm apologizing here for my actions. But no one would take action. I was so triggered I watched, and she didn't appear to even know him. It appeared to be about space. During a packed concert, he punched her with all his strength. My intentions were to prevent her from being hit again, and she wasn't. I asked for help. It fell on deaf ears. And she said the woman is 50 plus.
Oh, no. I mean, listen, no apology necessary.
Right. Yes.
We don't even want your apology. We like that you stood up and did what you did. It is what it is. Sometimes
it
you
bothers
gotta
me that
check
nobody
something.
did anything.
Right.
Though. She called it out on stage.
That's crazy.
And the fact that's crazy
That's
to me.
disgusting.
Yeah.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily front page news. They are flying under the radar, but we still know that they are very important for you guys to know about. One of them definitely affected me directly. Okay, it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
I got news. This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. Jasmine is here.
Yes.
I'm not just any brand. I'm my own brand.
And Mano is here.
Yeah.
Mano! All right, and one of the main things that I feel like we have to always make sure we're talking about is what Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has been doing when it comes to approving a new curriculum for the African American Studies program in public schools. One thing that is part of this curriculum is teaching students that black people benefited from slavery. Okay, now here is what Governor DeSantis had to say.
Your clarification on one thing within the policy. It says instruction includes how slaves develop skills, which in some instances could be applied for their personal benefit. Could you just explain?
Well, you should talk to them about it. I mean, I didn't do it, and I wasn't involved in it. But I think what they're doing is I think that they're probably going to show some of the folks that eventually parlayed being a blacksmith into doing things later in life. But the reality is all of that is rooted in whatever is factual, and if you have any questions about it, just ask the Department of Education.
That's so irresponsible.
Can you imagine?
Idiot.
saying that black people learned these skills as slaves that benefited them later.
Right. Forced to learn skills, beaten, killed, raped, maimed, stolen, everything. I mean, destroyed.
I mean, the fact that you can't, across the board, even just acknowledge the fact that slavery was an atrocity, a terrible thing to happen, that should have never happened, but acknowledge that it did happen instead of trying to make it seem like, but you guys got some really great benefits. No, you know who got benefits from that?
America.
The slave holders, the people that were not the black people who were the slaves.
Yeah.
All right. So Kamala Harris was in Florida and she was in Jacksonville, and here's what she had to say.
This is unnecessary to debate whether enslaved people benefited from slavery. Are you kidding me? Mm-hmm. Are we supposed to debate that? Let us not be distracted by what they're trying to do, which is to create unnecessary debates to divide our country.
Yeah, I can't even believe that's a debate. Like, it's
listen,
it shouldn't even be nothing to talk about.
Right.
Here.
So odd.
Okay, and the fact that you can't even just admit, like, what we did was awful.
I can't believe someone on his team didn't tell him, like, no.
No, you should believe it, though. You should believe it.
That's part of the curriculum that they're teaching students.
You should believe it. They're racist and he's a complete idiot.
So imagine a young kid being like, well, you know, your family benefited from slavery.
Right. Yep. That's what they
as a black person.
Such an irresponsible thing
That's
to say.
what they pushing.
If you want to teach things that are factual, right, you have to acknowledge what you did. You can't try to erase that and legitimize
that it was wrong.
All right. Now, this affected me. Netflix gained almost 6 million new subscribers after cracking down on password sharing. Now, y'all know I was on the family plan with my brother. Mm-hmm. And then one day I tried to get on my Netflix and I had to call him. I was like, Brian, my Netflix isn't working. I need you to. He was like, well, you can create an account. I said, can you still do it for me?
I'm on my dad's.
Pay for this.
I'm on my dad's Netflix account.
Yeah, so Netflix users, but that did actually cracking down did also help them gain 5.8 million subscribers in total.
Of course it did.
Yeah, of course it did. It hurts.
It does.
My heart that happened. I hope that everyone doesn't follow suit.
I'm sure they will.
All right, now Meta, Google, and OpenAI have now came together. They're among a group of 7 big tech firms. They have pledged to responsibly develop AI amid the scrutiny of the risk to society that could potentially happen from that. So Amazon, Google, Inflection, Meta, Microsoft, OpenAI, they're among those companies that are saying that they're taking this pact to conduct extensive testing to ensure AI products are safe before releasing them to the public, putting cybersecurity checks in place, the introduction of a watermarking system to identify AI-generated content, and also conducting more research on potential risk factors like user privacy and harmful bias in AI systems.
Okay. This is the year of AI, by the way.
Yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, it's here.
I feel like Allen Iverson should sue.
I know, right?
All right. Well, that is your Under the Radar. And when we come back today, of course, we got the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, Tina's going to be joining us, a.k.a. Hood Celebrity. She now goes by Tina. That's her real name.
Real Tina.
And there's reason. Yes, Jamaican Mano. But she was born in Jamaica. We get into some real great and serious conversations with her. But super talented women. Can't wait for you guys to hear this interview. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Way Up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T. Way Up.
All right, well, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine is here.
I'm not just any brand.
I'm my own brand.
Happy Monday.
Mano is here.
Yeah.
No Mano.
We up.
That is my voice in there too. Shout out to Kashawn and shout out to Valerie.
Mano, baby.
All right, as we know, Nas has his new album Magic 2, and Magic Johnson went on Twitter where he said Nasty Nas is a hell of a businessman. He said on Nas's new album Magic 2, he dedicated track 7 to me called Urban Magic Johnson. Thank you for the respect and honor of my business acumen. You're a hell of a businessman in your own right.
I love that.
Right, he says on the song, on my Urban Magic Johnson, I'm enterprising, I keep it ghetto like the hood before they gentrified it.
Okay.
And listen, to be clear, Magic Johnson is definitely enterprising, as we all know. We talked about this last week, but here is Magic Johnson talking about this huge purchase of the Commanders.
I don't know why God blessed me with these opportunities, but I want to excel, not only for myself and my family, but for all African Americans, and making sure we can see ourselves in these seats. And I want people to know that we can do the job.
That's beautiful.
That's right.
Oh man, and he got really emotional during that interview that he did, but that is a huge deal.
It is. I lived in LA for about 8 years, and it was so many businesses and things he did in LA, like Compton and Carson,
and in Harlem here in New York too. Yeah, all over. I had the pleasure of being able to attend his birthday party, him and Cookie.
You're so famous.
In Saint Tropez.
Really?
Only because, to be clear, because there was a discussion when I was on the Breakfast Club of what was I doing there.
Really?
But my friend Ingrid, she was one of the sponsors of the event.
We love Ingrid too.
Yeah, so she was able to bring people, and I was one of them people. Mm-hmm. Well, that one person.
Did you get honored?
I did not.
She was a +1.
I was a +1.
Okay.
You know, but
it happens sometimes.
It was a great time. When I tell you everybody was there, that's when Jennifer Lopez was dating A-Rod. They were there.
Wow.
As soon as I walked in,
Who else
Samuel
was there?
L. Jackson was there.
Mm-hmm.
Angela Bassett.
Wow.
I mean, Gayle King. I got to hang out with Gayle King a lot. Kevin Lyles.
That's like your BFF too.
Oh,
Gayle
yeah.
King.
You know, I love her. Shaka Khan. I got to hang out with Shaka Khan, take some pictures. It was really nice.
Okay.
Invite me again.
Did you go?
No, I was not her +1.
But let me tell you, they vet that list. Like, he personally looks, and if he don't mess with you, you can't go.
What if he don't know the name? What if he's like,
You
I don't-
might not be able to
Jasmine
go.
Brand, I don't.
I probably wouldn't have been
All
invited.
right, like, let me go look and see what's on that website.
Yeah. May not have worked out for me.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, and now let's discuss AI. Beanie Siegel has confirmed that he's going to be recreating his old voice on a forthcoming project. And he said he thinks that he found a good friend with this artificial intelligence. Here's what he said.
Yeah, a lot of people frown on AI, but I think that's going to work out for me. Yeah, I had a colorful life, so I've been through things that hindered my.
So you finna say the AI got you sounding like Beans back then? That's what you saying?
Yeah, because the pen's still there. It's just the voice. So if y'all want that, so I'm gonna use AI on myself.
His speaking voice does sound a little different now.
It is
though.
different after he got shot.
Yeah.
So he wasn't able to, his voice had changed.
Yeah.
So, and then when he raps, it's not the same voice.
Okay.
I think it is important for people to know that it's coming, whether or not you like it.
Right.
Or
And,
not, yes.
Yeah.
No, it's
Just
here.
think about it. People had issues with streaming when it first
Right.
started, and people streaming services. Everybody has issues with everything when it's new. CDs, that was a big deal.
So we gotta figure out a
We go
way
back.
to
Work
actually
with it.
use it.
Yeah, streaming services, they were like, labels aren't going to go for it, and look, everybody's had to embrace it because it's coming, whether or not you like it. So you got to figure out how are you going to utilize it and benefit from it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, some people feel like A$AP Rocky was throwing some shade at Travis Scott over Rihanna. Now at Rolling Loud Miami, A$AP Rocky and Travis Scott were headliners, and here is what A$AP Rocky said on stage.
First you stole my flow, so I stole your I can't trust a soul, this is my pole and my kid.
So that's what Travis Scott said on stage.
No, that's
That's
A$AP
A$AP
Rocky.
Rocky.
That's what A$AP Rocky said on stage?
Yes.
Who was he talking about?
All right, and people pulled up some old tweets from A$AP Rocky. He said that me and Travis beef ish so played out, let it go. He said that back in 2019, but he said people were saying that Travis Scott allegedly stole his style, and then Rihanna did kind of date Travis Scott for a hot second.
I missed that. I missed Rihanna and Travis Scott.
Okay, well,
Oh no, I do remember that.
Ange, do you remember that time?
yeah, but it was like 8 years ago. It was a long time ago.
right.
Yeah, I remember some of the guys. I don't remember that
I
one.
was somewhere. Yeah.
Where were you,
yeah.
Mano?
It's in
You always
Manhattan.
somewhere.
Right. I do remember that now.
What happened?
Okay. No, I just remember
Saw them.
seeing them together. Right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
8 years ago is like a
Oh,
lifetime ago.
That doesn't
nowadays.
count. That doesn't count.
That's in dog years.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And when we come back, it is a Monday, and Mano is here.
Mainovation.
And he's just been sitting here waiting to do his mainovation. Let's make it good today. It's
Yeah.
a Monday mainovation to get your week
Mainovation.
started. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
You vibing way up with Angela Yee.
Yes, it is Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine is here.
Yes, I'm here, Angela.
And it's a Monday with Mano for that.
Mainovation. No
Okay.
hesitation.
Okay.
In any situation.
Well, I cannot wait to hear how you're going to get our week started on a Monday with your
Listen,
Monday
we're getting
mainovation.
our week started by this.
Okay.
We have to stop overly caring about what everybody thinks.
Okay.
because when you really get down to it, nobody really cares.
Wait a minute, what? Please explain, man.
Nobody really cares though. Like, because here's the thing, we spend our time going out trying to, care about what other people think about what we wear, how we talk, what we about. And then the truth of the matter is, when we down into a situation when we need nobody, who cares? Who really cares? In the greater scheme of things, who really cares?
Right.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Nobody really cares.
When should we care?
We can't care too much.
Okay.
You can't care too much to the point where it's diminishing you. Right?
Okay.
You have to be the focal point, right? And you can't stress over the things that you can't control.
Right.
So the things that's not in your control, you can't stress out about them. We can't put so much emphasis on caring what other people think.
I agree with that. I feel like sometimes also when something happens to us, we feel like it's the end of the world. Mm-hmm. Right.
In that moment, it does feel like it sometimes.
Right. But to other people, it's minor. Like I've had
They don't care.
situations where you're like, man, this is the worst thing that could have happened to me. You're like devastated. What are people thinking? What are they going to say? People might got some jokes, but truthfully, they really don't care.
Right.
Yeah. And that is a real takeaway, because you can really spend time going back and forth trying to prove something to people.
Right. Especially when you can't win a lot of times.
Yeah.
You don't win.
There's no winning in a lot of situations. It's just people, you're just entertaining people.
Right. And then it's like we be somehow seeking some type of validation.
Validation.
Right. And all of us do this. So when I say we, I'm speaking even for myself.
Right. I definitely do it.
Have to
we've
practice
seen you
that.
do that, Mano.
Yeah, of course.
Sometimes I'll be like, Mano, come on.
Just use your own mainovation.
Yeah. You know what, Mano? Pay attention. We're going to run this back next
For
time
real,
you jump out the window.
But I've been chilling lately.
You have.
You've been chilling what?
Lately.
You know what? Hood Celebrity's coming today, and I think Mano is trying to get ready for that with his accent.
Yeah, I'm trying to practice.
Mano, that's some good advice. Also, I would like to say that last week, Mano sock shamed me. I had some, Mano, and this is, I feel like I can use your advice right now. Last week, Mano sock shamed me. I had socks on that had little balls on them.
Okay, that's cute. Like pom-poms?
No.
Little hair balls.
Lint balls.
Oh, not purpose balls.
Yeah.
Not purposely.
I was trying to show Mano my new sneakers, and he could not get past my. He said, "Let me see your socks."
We just bought a whole bunch of new socks. That's what's crazy.
I know.
Those wasn't new.
They were not new. You know how you get them out the dryer? Sometimes they're old
Yeah,
and they're clean, but they had little balls. And Mano was not. Mano had a conversation with me, but now I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't care.
Well,
Yeah,
I
you
think,
shouldn't. Yeah,
right?
who cares what Mano
You should have
thinks?
said, "Yo, Mano, I don't care what you think. I'm gonna wear my old hairy socks."
They're comfortable.
First of all,
Yeah.
they were not hairy; they were little balls.
Little balls.
Mano was like,
Okay.
"Jasmine, do not come out of the house like that again."
But he also, at the same time, is trying to help you.
He is, but then I wish if I knew about this
That-
advice, this
right.
mainovation advice, I probably wouldn't have taken it because I went and bought a whole bunch of socks this weekend.
You did good.
Did you listen to Mano?
I listened to Mano, but
Mainovation.
I feel like I shouldn't have cared because he really don't
If you
care.
listen to Mano, you be coming here every day wearing Prada and
Gucci,
Mary.
Louis,
That's crazy.
Chanel, not repeating the outfit.
That's
I know,
not true.
'cause Let me see what socks Mano has on.
Look at my socks today, guys.
I'm not even dressed like that. Hey.
Oh, you got on County of Kings socks.
What about me? I have
Yeah.
dry fit socks on.
Let me see.
I like
You
those.
did get new socks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nike
That's
dry fit.
good though. You needed new socks, and I helped you.
I know,
Because
but
here's
how-
the
but
thing,
how do I know?
care.
Do you care?
There's a certain thing about caring what people think and caring about what your appearance is.
Okay.
That's the difference. It's a thin line. It's a fine line.
I should
between
care.
it.
I shouldn't.
You
I should care about my socks.
About how you feel, because
Okay.
you outside with those hairy, nasty socks.
They're gonna think that's a reflection of the other person.
Right. And it's like
The socks weren't hairy; they were
they was like
bally, little
yeah,
lint
it was
balls
like-
on them.
Yeah, they was
All right,
old.
well, look, we just want to make sure you take care of yourself.
That's
That's
it.
all.
Okay.
Right, but the main takeaway I got from Monday, mainovation,
Yeah.
is everything that you think is that serious to other people usually isn't, right? In the heat of the moment, we feel like it's the end of the world. This is happening to us.
Yeah.
It's awful. But in the grand scheme of things, it's not that serious. No one really cares more than you do.
Right. So take a beat when something happens. Take a beat.
Take a beat, step
Take a
back,
beat.
go do something else, do something that
Yeah,
makes you
buy
happy.
new socks.
And
You know?
the next day you wake up and you be like, what did I even care about that
Right.
for?
Why did I go to that extent to try to overprove or try to validate myself for an audience of people that don't even really care?
All right. Well,
love
thank
it.
you so much for that.
Mainovation.
Mainovation.
Innovation.
All right. And when we come back, we got Tina joining us, a.k.a. Hood Celebrity. Can you say her name for us, Mano?
The real Tina.
Yes.
Yeah. First, y'all gotta stop playing with me. That was good. I'm working on my accent though.
He's working, but he was overdoing it too much at first. So now he's learning.
You sounding like Miss Cleo.
How to play it down. I was doing you.
No, you sound like
Angela. How did he sound, real quick? Do it.
He was doing Dirty. I was like, man, you're doing too much. All right, so we got her celebrity. Crazy. When we come back, it's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Turn it all the way up. Angela Yee is way up.
Little girl, I used to work in a clothing store on Fordham Road.
Yep.
And everybody in the hood knows me. But behind hood celebrity was always that superstar, Tina.
Right.
Like, you know, when you think of hood celebrity, like if I tell you, like, what's your name? I'll be like, hood celebrity. The first thing you're going to think of is like, okay, she's from the hood.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a celebrity. Yeah. So it's like, you know, I feel like people try to put me in a box for so long. So it's like now I'm just going by Tina, and, you know, Tina's about to take over the world and just open up new doors.
Well, Hood Celebrity was also an organic name for you. It wasn't like you sat around and thought, like, what should I call myself?
No. Everybody in the hood knows me. My manager was like, yo, you really a hood celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
And I put the name on social media, so it wasn't like something I thought about.
When did you move to the Bronx?
I moved to the Bronx when I was 12.
And then when did you realize that? Because I know when you worked in a clothing store, you used to make videos, and you were good at that. But when did you say, okay, this is an actual thing?
So I never forget, I was at work one day. It was slow. We didn't have no customers. And I told my best friend, I was like, yo, record this freestyle. And he recorded me. And at the time, Cardi posted it on her page. I went from like 2K followers to like almost 20K.
Sheesh.
And she called me like, yo, you need to take this serious. Like, you really got to do this. She was like, go read the comments. And I feel like I was, you know, a little bit like forced into like, all right, I got to go to the studio. Because I wasn't thinking studio at that time.
So you guys were already friends? Or did she? Okay.
We was friends for years.
Right. Wow,
like
that's
years before we started music.
And then you ended up getting signed to Epic Records. And I know we've never talked about how that even happened.
So for people who don't know, I went to school for music. I went to high school for violin and dance. I used to play the violin too. When I was doing music, it was really for fun. Even with the whole walking trophy and everything coming out, like I was on the radio while I was still at work. I didn't have no clue that I was even gonna get signed. I didn't understand what it is to get signed. So I remember Shaf, he hit me up and he was like, yo, he's like, quit your job. And I was like, quit my job.
I would love to.
I was like, no, at the time, hell no, I wasn't thinking I would love to, because, you know, I'm the only one that was helping my mom with the rent.
Right.
Like, I came to America. I'm a DACA kid, so I came to America with no papers. So I was working that job at the time, I was working that job for 9 years. That's the only job that hired me without a social security, without an ID, nothing. You feel me? So when he said quit my job, I was like, I can't quit my job. Like, I got to talk to my mom. And I spoke to my mom and she was like, no, don't quit your job.
Right.
He was like, no. I'm telling you to quit your job because the labels want to sign you. He was like, you have a meeting tomorrow.
You were like, first let's get signed, then I'll quit.
Yeah, but I still didn't even understand. Like getting signed, like, you know, what was going to really happen. I'm like, to me, it's like, this is a steady paycheck and this is what I get. You know what I'm saying? So when he took me to the meeting and he was like, the first meeting I did, he was like, they want to sign you. He was like, get your lawyers and stuff.
You were like, lawyers? I don't have no lawyers.
I was like, I started getting nervous. I was like, it's getting a little real now, you know? But it was different, but it was definitely a life-changing situation. Like, that changed my whole life. Like, I went from never having my own room at all, ever in my life, to, you know, having an apartment.
Right.
So that was everything for me, like.
And when you say you were a DACA kid, we talk about the Dreamers and we talk about everything that's been going on when it comes to, you know, immigration. So is that something that you follow closely? Because we all know.
Yeah.
Some people act like they don't know, but it is really difficult when you've been here. You've been here since you were 12 years old. This is kind of what you know, right?
And I didn't know nothing about my situation until I was like, maybe like 16 going on 17. When I was trying to, like, you know, we had school trips. Some of them was going away trips. And my mom was like, you can't go. And, you know, I try to travel with my friends. Everybody talk, you know, going away. And she was like, yeah, you can't do that.
Right.
And that's when it's like, oh, shoot, like, this is different, you know? But I talk about that a lot. Before, I used to be embarrassed to talk about it, I'm going to be honest, because more like embarrassed and scared at the same time, because my family used to always be like, don't tell nobody your business, because, you know, they could get you deported.
Yeah.
So, you know, so it wasn't something I used to talk about before, but I'm big on that situation.
Yeah,
and
I think that's important.
Talking about it, it gets me emotional because I know what I've been through. Like, you know, I got my brother that was deported in Jamaica. Like, you know.
I'm sorry. I didn't even mean to do that, but I just do know that it's important for everybody.
Well, you're doing your thing, so that's a blessing. That's a good thing.
Right, and taking care of your family.
Yeah, and I'm sure everybody at home is like super turned.
Yeah, let's give her a minute. Take your time. All right, well, Hood Celebrity, Tina had to step out for a second to go to the bathroom just to get it together, but she'll be right back. Let's get back into it. What does your mom think about all of your success?
You really want to know? Mm-hmm. So, my mom is a Christian. She goes to church. So, she's not into the boom pan and all that stuff. Like, at first, my mom, I feel like she was embarrassed. Because, she looked at me like, you came from Jamaica and this is what you want to be. Like, she wanted me to be a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse, like, Caribbean parents.
Yes, my mom's Caribbean, so I know.
So you know what's up. So when I told her I wanted to be an artist, she looked at me like I was being low life.
Right.
Like, I can't believe, like, she called my family. So look, a girl come out firing for waste our time. Look, a girl at low life. Like, my mom thought really like I was on some Illuminati. Like,
But that has to hurt too, not to have that support where, but you expected it to.
I'm going to be honest with you, to be real with you, at first, it did, but it kind of like, I'm going to tell a person, like, if I feel like you don't support me, I'm going to go harder.
Right.
And I'm going to make you believe. But now that she see what I'm doing and, what I'm getting done, I bought a house, thank God, 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's always something to celebrate during the pandemic.
I bought a house and I moved her with me. I moved my little sister with me, moved my baby brother with me, and I feel like she see what I'm really out here doing, Right. So,
and you're a good person.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think other artists also respect you a lot.
Thank you.
And work with you. And you've worked with some legends. So let's talk about that for a second. Bounty Killer.
It's crazy. Growing up, I used to be so scared of Bounty Killer.
He got that voice too.
That voice, everything. Like, I thought like he was just a killer. He was this this person that was always serious. He's so like one of the most sweetest person I've ever like spoken to.
Mm-hmm.
He gave me so much advice. And even for the record, I'm back. When I reached out to him, I was like, yo, I was sending him like the screenshots of the fans telling me like, yo, you should put him on the record. And he was like, let me listen to it. He said, send it to me. And he wrote me back like, you killed it. Like, this is so dope. He was like, I'm doing my verse tonight. He did his verse. He sent it to me. What I really think was so genuine about him is I told him, I was like, yo, whatever money you need, let me know. I'll send it down to Jamaica so you could do your part of the video. He's like, I'm not taking no money from you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not taking no money. So I think that's like, having
that
people
is amazing.
That I grew up on. Like, I listened to Bounty Killer in my house and,
legendary.
The respect for him and for him to show that same respect for me was dope.
I saw that you also had been in conversation with Vibes Cartel.
Yeah. He sent me a record that I did a verse for him.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm waiting for that to probably to come out.
Oh, that's dope.
Big shout out to Shaggy. Shaggy, I've been, speaking with him.
I just hit Shaggy the other day. He did a music conference in Jamaica.
Super cool.
Yeah.
I feel like it's dope when you actually look up to these people. Mm-hmm. Like, growing up, I look up to them and then meeting them in real life.
And they are.
And they're so dope. Like, I think that's good.
We're talking to Hood Celebrity, a.k.a. The Real Tina. We'll be back with more. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. My girl Chella is here from Chicago, and we are talking to Hood Celebrity. Now she goes by her real name, Tina. Now let's talk about this song, Signs. What are some other signs when you know somebody is not doing you right? Like some things that you've seen.
I feel like that phone is the main thing. Mm-hmm. After that phone is the going right in the shower.
Ooh, come home. Like 1 second, let me take a shower first.
Yeah, another one is not picking up that phone call.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Like if I'm with you and I really care about you, I'm picking up.
Right, no matter what.
Even if I gotta tell you, like, hold on. Yeah, even if I gotta send you a little text real quick, like, I'm gonna, I'm right now with
you be like, I'm on the radio, but give me 1 second.
I'm gonna hit you back, Like, or people be saying like, oh, everybody's busy, but that's really not true.
Right.
Everybody's busy, but we all find time for what we want to find time for.
For sure.
Right. But what about you? Have you ever been the person that's been the one that they gotta look out for your signs? Like, have you ever cheated?
Of course.
Oh, she said that with no hesitation.
No, I'm not trying to, and it's not even to be cool about it. I'm being honest. Like, I used to always cheat. I used to always cheat.
Why do you think that is?
Because honestly, like, I used to always look at a relationship like, I'ma hurt you before you hurt me.
Okay.
Like, my aunt got murdered on my mom's birthday. She got murdered at 15.
Wow.
And the guy that murdered her, he told her, like, if I can't have you, nobody else can have you.
Damn.
So I was always scared of falling in love. And, I don't want to get nobody that's obsessed with me. So I used to just always do crazy stuff in relationships.
Just to kind of keep that block up.
Correct.
So now you're Tina. Now this is a soft girl Tina.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't want to cheat on nobody. Like, let's just be grown and Just be honest with me.
What brought about this growth and maturity? Like, did anything happen, or like, what made you go from hood celebrity to Tina, from toxic cheating hood celebrity to?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like people don't grow unless it's a life or death situation. So you could tell me this whole time, even if, let's say you my friend and you like, yo, you know, you gotta change. I can tell somebody you gotta change this. You gotta stop doing this. If not, this is gonna happen. But when I went to Toronto, I went to this place where they, you know, they have like grow the weed and stuff. And the promoters, they gave us weed and edibles. And I smoked the L by myself, smoking. And I took like half of the brownie and I ended up in the hospital.
Wow.
When I told you, I thought I was going crazy.
Wow, damn.
Like the room was spinning.
That is scary.
And you know, I'm so small, so I never smoked the OL by myself, and they had just legalized weed out there.
Oh, damn. So it was really strong.
showing off. I was in and out the hospital out there. Shaft took me back to New York. We came back to New York. I performed that same night. Didn't remember nothing. And then I was in and out the hospital again.
Wow.
Because it didn't leave my system.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And that right there, I was canceling shows. I dropped down to like 103 pounds. I don't know, probably y'all was seeing me like losing weight. And probably, you know, people, that's why I always tell people like, you don't never make fun of people because you never know what somebody's going through. What that situation taught me was that I have anxiety. You know, growing up in a Jamaican household, I didn't know about anxiety until that situation happened, and I feel like it triggered my anxiety. When that happened to me, that was a life-changing situation. That put me to really sit down with myself, get my together, and then after that, we went right into COVID. So it was like a double dose for me. And it made me find myself a lot. Sometimes you feel like it's a storm, and you think everything is going bad because it's supposed to go bad, but
it's just
everything
clearing
is
the
going
way.
bad. There you go.
I agree with
that.
that.
I feel like I've ever been, honestly, in my life.
How did you heal? Did you talk to somebody? Did you get a therapist?
Well, I have a cousin that she's a therapist.
Okay.
And
Amazing.
Yeah. She used to come to my house every day and she used to walk me through the park. She used to tell me like, yo, just tell me everything. Like, just say anything how you feel. Because again, I didn't grow up like that. I wasn't raised that way. I was raised to do not tell your business. Like, even when I made my song Daughters Cry, my mom got mad.
Yeah.
She called me like, yo, you got to pull that down off YouTube. Like, you tell everybody's in my business now. They know this. That. I'm like, Mom, like, that's my record. Like, that's how it's my story. That's how I help
and
myself.
That's how people could also relate to you, too.
And that song helped a lot of people.
Right, I bet.
Know? Yeah, so my cousin, she was definitely a big help in my situation. Also, I started meditating a lot. I started doing that. Stop picking up the phone to everybody.
Yeah.
Like, I pick and choose who I want to talk to.
Stop saying yes to everything and everyone.
Who got access to you.
Correct. I used to just pick up my phone to everybody, and I thought I could save everybody.
Right.
Like, I was the go-to. Whether it's to my friends, family. Like, yo, Tina, what you think about this? And by the time I'm doing that, I didn't understand how much I'm draining myself. So when I went through my situation, I couldn't help myself. Because I was so busy helping everybody else.
You got to put yourself first sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, I'm big on that right now. And sometimes the go-to person don't got nobody to go to.
Yeah.
You so much of the go-to person that when stuff hit the fan for you, you don't got nobody to go to.
All right. Well, normally we would have Ask Yee when we come back, but instead today we have Hood Celebrity, aka Tina. That's her real name. So we got more with her when we come back. It's Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yeah, she back at it. Bring in the Mac. Way Up with Angela Yee is on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and my girl Chella is with me from Chicago, and we're talking to the real Tina, aka Hood Celebrity. And then you know the vibes.
Yeah,
I love that song.
Thank you.
And so, talk about the experience of working with Shatta Wale, because that's big too.
Yeah, no, that was dope. Big shout out to Shatta Wale. So Shaf put that situation together. So when I did, you know the vibe, good energy. Getting back in my vibe, my energy. That was a record that, for me, is like a happy record. Like, I hate to make music when I'm sad. Not saying I'm not supposed to, but I like making music when I'm in good energy because that's what I want to put out. You know what I mean? So that was a good energy vibe I was in. Shaf loved that record. And that's a record that he's like, it needs a feature. And for me, I'm like, nah, I just want to, you know, artists just want to drop their music. I'm like, I just want to drop it right now. He's like, no. Then he called me up. He's like, yo, guess who? I'm in the studio. But he put me on the FaceTime. And he's like, I'm with Shatta Wale. And I started, when I tell you I freaked out, I freaked out. Because that's one thing about me. I'm not scared to show if I'm a fan of another artist. Like, I started freaking out like, oh, dope. But I didn't know what he was doing at the time. So he's like, yo, he's about to jump on the record right now. And I was like, what record? He's like, you know the Vibe record?
Wow.
And I went nuts.
And we actually had something special for everybody to be able to hear.
Oh, dope.
All right. So we got a little snippet, a little taste of this Michael Jackson record. Now, why is this called Michael Jackson?
Because in the end, I got a Michael Jackson dance to it.
Oh. I got to see this. Right now, Chella and I are talking to Hood Celebrity, a.k.a. The Real Tina. But listen, so is there a full project coming? Tell us about if you have those details yet. If not,
Yeah, I don't have the whole details. I'm not going to lie to you. But I definitely know that the album is definitely dropping, like September.
You promise?
Yeah, I promise.
Okay.
I'm going to
We're gonna
make
pull this
sure.
back up in September.
It's done. It's done.
Oh, it's done?
Yeah. But again, like the vibe I was in, it would have never been good if I would have dropped it before.
Okay. All right. Are you going to change some things since you have until September, or you feel like it's all right? It's completed.
Done.
Oh well. All right. So we're having a listening event in August.
Okay. See, that was a surprise.
We didn't
all
know
right,
this.
girl, don't
She
be trying
didn't
to
even
keep
know what's
that for
going
me.
on. Yeah. She gotta
September
know
is perfect.
I
She
didn't know
gotta
that.
make sure
I swear.
she's there.
I didn't know about the listening thing. But they did the same thing on my birthday too, though.
Okay. Oh yeah, your birthday was in July, right?
Yeah, my birthday was July 5th. The party was crazy.
But you didn't know about it until
I knew a little bit about it, but I never really like throwing birthday parties because I'm always like scared of like how it's gonna turn out. Like you know what I mean? Like who is showing up? Like how is it gonna be? Like my birthday party was, the capacity for the place was like 400 people, tight spot. Like over 900 something people RSVP.
Sheesh.
It was a crazy line outside the door of people that couldn't get in.
Right.
Like that night really humbled me a lot to make me understand like how much people love me and care about me.
That's what's up.
Yeah, no, people really mess with you. And
Thank
how
you.
could they not? Because I've always felt like every time I've seen you, and I don't know what goes on with you behind the scenes, like you said, like I learned a lot today.
Yeah.
But you've always been in such good spirits
you.
and been such
I
a
try.
great and kind
I try my
person.
best.
You've done a lot for me.
Thank you.
Personally, that I always appreciate. So if there's anything I can ever do for you.
That's how I look at stuff though. Like, I was raised by my great grandmother. I was raised on a lot of principle and moral. So I try my best, I'm not perfect, but I try my best to be a good person and stand on really what I say. Because today you up, tomorrow you down.
Right.
And you don't know who you might need. That's how I live my life.
All right. Well, thank you so much. And again, Michael Jackson, when is that song dropping? Since we just had a little snippet for y'all.
Michael Jackson might drop in August.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good. Well, then you heard a little exclusive snippet here today. And listen, I'm looking forward to it. Keep me updated.
In a
We're
real
always
life?
here to fully support you.
I got you.
In a real life.
In a real life?
What's up?
Tina, Hood Celebrity, thank you so much. We appreciate you. And when we come back, we have a last word. That's right. Every day, you guys get to close out the show with your questions, comments, anything that you want to say or talk about. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. When we come back, last word, Way Up with Angela Yee.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and Jasmine is here.
Yes.
Mano is here.
Yep.
Did y'all have a great Monday?
Great Monday.
Productive.
That's how we look forward to a week. You know what I'm saying? You started off on a Monday, and then things just...
A little mainovation.
Yeah,
Gotta set
continue
the
to
tone.
escalate from there.
Yeah.
And shout out to Hood Celebrity, aka The Real Tina, for joining us today. I'm wearing a white shirt. I have all kind of stains on here already. I can't wear white. I realize.
Most people cannot.
I cannot.
Mano
I don't
has
know
white
what
on.
be happening to me.
I think you're white. It looks pretty white still.
Yeah, Mano's good at that.
Yeah.
Unless the girls hug him and then there's makeup
And
on.
leave Jesus faces on the side of
That's
my
what he calls it. Jesus faces.
Yeah,
Makeup
guys,
with
you
my
can't go
shoulder.
to the club wearing a white shirt because
No,
you'll
not at all.
have, especially you, Mano.
A lot of Jesus faces.
Over for you.
It's over for you. Man, yeah, I think I gotta change. But anyway, as you know, we got a nice week ahead for you guys. We're always working really hard up here on Way Up with Angela Yee when it comes to content, when it comes to interviews. So I'm really proud of what we've managed to make happen.
Great job, guys.
Why are you looking like that, Mano?
I'm happy.
Okay, good.
Why are you happy, Mano?
Because life is good. Life is beautiful.
And pretty soon you're gonna have your first ever coffee. It's gonna
Right. Never tasted coffee before ever
be. It's gonna be amazing.
in life.
We definitely got to document that.
I cannot wait, and I already know what drink I'm making you because I have my almond milk.
No,
Bailey's
but you
here.
can't. No. So you already trying to skip me straight to alcohol in the coffee. Let me try coffee first.
But you gotta put something in it. I wouldn't
No.
give you plain black coffee.
So something like what?
I'm afraid of
Like
Mano
I might give him like a mocha.
A mocha? What's that? Is alcohol in
It's
that?
a coffee. No.
Oh, okay.
It's they have lattes,
Okay.
cappuccinos,
Do you like hot chocolate?
Americanos.
Not really.
Okay. His stomach.
His stomach.
His stomach.
We all know about them stomach issues.
Oh, I got something.
Yeah, Mano.
Thinking about going over it.
Yep. I know you are.
Yeah.
I could
Yeah,
tell by
please.
the way you're moving your hands. You know when Mano got to go to the bathroom, he like a child.
Yes, he starts rubbing his hand. Then he taps me and then starts pointing at his stomach. Like, I gotta go, Jasmine. I gotta go. And I'm like, okay, just go ahead, Mano.
And he just can't hold it.
And then he comes back. He's like,
You know, here's the thing. I tell you these
And then he
secrets
take a nap.
offline, and then take a nap. I tell y'all these secrets, and y'all just
It's content.
throw me out there like that. It's
Okay,
all
well,
good.
anyway, you guys, again, happy Monday. And as usual, you all have the last word. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. We want to hear your last word. Of course, you could weigh in on any of the topics, or maybe you want to tell us a secret, or you have an Ask Ye for us. 800-292-5150, last word.
For the guy that was doing his cousin, I just want to say, roll tide!
I'm just calling because I am very, 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 very unhappy in my marriage. Been with him close to 13 years. He's much older than me. I think he just wanted to get married because I got pregnant. I've been depressed, putting on weight. All we do is disagree about everything, dealing with a lot of gaslighting. I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm stuck.
I'm a bad dude or whatever, so one of my homies or whatever, they've been seeing this new little chick or whatever. Woo. So yesterday he was calling her up and stuff, and I was with her or whatever, and I was just kicking it with her, woo. He was blowing her phone up yesterday, and she was with the meat man.
I would like to shine a light on Maria Flores, which is my grandmother. She came to this country as an immigrant. She now has a big, beautiful family, proud college graduates, and, I just want to shine a light on her because if she wouldn't have made that journey over here, none of this would have been possible for my family. So we owe it all to the Queen, Milena. I love you.